Hi friends, welcome to Civil Architecture Tutorials. Today we discuss regarding the detailing of a steel rod. Means when you get a steel rod, you have to examine the steel rod at site. When it comes from the shop, you have to examine the steel rod at site. We have to check many things. So this is a preliminary check which I am telling, not in the detail. But still, when you see a steel bar or a steel rod, what all things we can get from the steel rod is examined here. Suppose we got a steel bar like this, okay, this, and this you can see a small rib like thing. It is not plain actually. Before, a long time before, we are getting steel rod fully plain. There is no ribs on the side. Rib means there is some kind of curvings which is protruded out from the surface. So these are the ribs. These lines are called the ribs. So what is the purpose of this ribs is called, they make a bondage between the steel rod and the concrete. It helps in the bondage so that the steel will not slip away from the concrete, and it helps at the time of earthquake also, or in bonding. Main connection is to have a good bonding between the steel and the concrete, so that helps. And since the rib is introduced, the development length can be reduced when it is compared to the development length that we are giving for the plain rod. Means development length is called the anchorage length. So since this rib itself is giving a lot of anchorage to the steel with the concrete, the total length of the development length could be decreased when it is compared to the prior steel bar. So that is the function of the ribbing. This is called ribbed steel bar. Okay, and then you see, when you examine the steel rod, you can see first the name of the company. It could be Tata, or any steel company. Okay, the name will be there like this, Tata. Just an example of I am telling Tata. It could be any steel company. There the name of the company will be there. Then you can see 500 or 450, Fe 450 or Fe 500. So what is called Fe? Fe is ferrous. Ferrous means iron, which contains iron. Okay, so steel contains iron. And Fe 400, or this is Fe 500D. 500 means the yield strength of that steel rod, or the total tensile strength that that steel rod can sustain before it yields. So that is called 500 Newton per millimeter square is the unit. Okay, so 500 Newton per millimeter square unit strength that this steel rod can yield, can take as the tensile strength before it goes to yield. So, and also what is called D. Some rod contains only 500 if it is 500 tensile strength. So if we 500 only, 500 means it has got, just now I said like that the tensile strength will be 500 Newton per millimeter square, but there is no D. D stands for ductility. You know, the ductility is the workability or the elongation characteristic of the steel before it yields. So ductility is there. So if it is 500D, that 500D have 1 to 10 percentage ductility than a steel rod which have got only 500. So the ductility will be more when comparing to the steel which has got only 500. So there's a difference. 500, it could be 500 or 500D. Then ISI, Indian Standard Institute. Indian Standard Institute, they will give mark which is a reference to the industrial standard. All the industrial products should have ISI. Otherwise, we cannot assure the quantity of it. So we should see whether it is has got a ISI mark in it. And then this is 20. 20 is what? 20 is the diameter of that steel rod. So in all the bars you can see the dia of the steel rod. Even without the caliper, Vernier caliper, you can see how much is the dia. But again, you have to verify the dia of the steel rod with the Vernier caliper at site when it is coming to your site for delivery. Okay, so this is 20 is diameter, this is a rib, this is ISI mark, this is 500, and D is a ductility. So some rods will not contain D, so it is not ductile that much. And then this is the name of the company. And sometimes apart from the 500D, it could be 500W. W means that steel is weldable. W is called weldable. 500W can also be there, which states that that steel is weldable. So make it a point that W is weldable and D is ductile. So I think I have given a small lecture regarding details that you can see in a steel bar and how to read that steel bar. So I will come with a new subject in another video. So till then, goodbye. Thank you very much.